Hello, welcome back. This is going to be a pick of card reading on what compliments do you get behind your back. I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to grab the three, I was going to do two, but I guess I'm going to do three different cards today to decipher our pick of cards. There's 1, 2, 3. All right, beautiful. So the first card for your pick a card option is going to be this strength card. Pile number 1 is the strength card. For pile number 2, we've got your 8 of swords here, or 8 of air. And then the last card for your pick a card option is the 6 of swords, or 6 of air. So go ahead, pick your options. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like to. And I'm going to get right into it. Okay. Okay, perfection. So if you chose pile number 1, the strength card, I'm going to show it to you again. This is going to be your reading. All right, what compliments does pile 1 get behind the back? Whoa, lots. All right, excellent. We're going to start with those cards. Put your card there. Wow. Beautiful. Wow, so right away, I do see quite a lot of movement. So I think some of the compliments that you're getting behind your back right now involve your ability to move and the ways in which you're able to shift and evolve and change within yourself and outside of yourself. We've got the Chariot card coming out immediately. This card representing the structures in place that help you maneuver, that help you move. I see people complimenting not only like maybe your car, maybe some recent travels that you've been on lately, some of your journeys that you've gone through, your ability to like up and pack your bags and move, either on vacation or literally moving your whole world to a new location. I see you're getting compliments on your ability to kind of face the unknown really bravely and happily. In fact, I see like there's a lot of joy in this card, a lot of like excitement. I can almost feel your spirit guides are the ones really complimenting you here on your ability to face the unknown really bravely and open, with an open heart and an open mind and with joy. And that joy just like lighting up yourself, your whole aura, your world around you too. I see people literally glowing in your energy, and you just naturally giving off that charisma, that vivaciousness, that pluck, that ability to face your fears, face the unknown with bravery, with excitement, with love, with that fool's journey, with that fool's spirit. I also do see in this card even your ability to accessorize not only yourself but the space around you, your car perhaps, your animals even. I'm seeing maybe your home, just like the space that you enter, it really adds so much beauty and attention to detail. And I feel like this minuteness where there's this like, ooh, that just really put the little cherry on top there. You come in and you do that to any space that you enter. You will add a little touch here and there. You add things that people would not have even imagined. You just have that eye for detail, eye for creativity, eye for style, that artistic nature within you. It actually inspires a lot of the people around you too. I can feel that. I sense that a lot, is this inspiration coming off of you, this muse-like energy where people get around you and they immediately want to like create with you. They want to like update their home. They want to redo their wardrobe. They want to change their outfit a little bit so that it can be unique like you. So it can have that little spark of pizzazz that you bring to the table. I see you even matching in some ways your aesthetics to your home, to your aesthetics of your person, and people just loving that your internal world is starting to mirror your external world, and all of that kind of coming into fruition during this time of transition, this like big movement that I'm feeling from you, whether that's like a change in your day-to-day life, small changes here and there that you're making that are really impacting you, or these like grandiose changes, life changes that you've been working towards, that you've set yourself up for so that you can move forward along this road with such happiness, with this willingness to see the joys and the beauty surrounding you and play, laugh along the way. It's like holding that childlike wonder within you, as well as, beautifying your space around you, holding firm to like what you need to get there, the steps along the way, but still holding a space for joy and play and love and connection. And that being just like these compliments, some of these compliments people are giving you. I also see here with the 9 of Fire, there's so much passion in the work that you're doing, even in these very challenging spaces. You're holding this passion and you're going forth with a lot of drive and a lot of zeal and a lot of zest for life. People can see you maneuvering complex situations really well, to be honest. I see people complimenting the way that you are able to face challenges with so much grace and composure and patience. I do see patience here. Again, with that like attention to detail, it carries forth in all sorts of realms of your life, including the work that you're doing, including these hard challenges that you're facing or have faced in the past. You are able to look at it from a grounded space so that you can add your attention to detail. Letting go of fears, because you realize that fear has in the past held you back, perhaps, in your ability to finesse these different realms of your life. When you let go of fear, you have more room for creativity, and you're noticing that, and people are really complimenting you in that regard as well. The 9 of Fire. 9s are, in the tarot, 9s are often seen as like the most potent of the energies of whatever suit it is. So with the 9 of Fire, that is the fire, or the Wands suit, is really passionate, very energized, really go-getting, that drive, that spark of creativity, that like passionate new beginning. That's all within the Wands, the fire realm. And 9 of Fire, that's very, very, very potent, very powerful fire energy. So people really see you hold a lot of this powerful fiery energy within you and wield it very gracefully, very selectively, very disciplinarily. Is that a word? But with a lot of discipline, a lot of discernment there. You're wielding this great power with great skill. Because like I just like keep focusing on this woman belaying, and it's a twin, a mirroring effect. That's symbolic. I see that being you balancing your shadow and light with the same passionate energy that you give to both realms. It's not like you're favoring one or the other. I see this balance very equal and very much like with your attention in both realms. And when I say that, that almost makes me feel you also giving a good balance to your spiritual as well as your physical realm. And I did already talk about your spirit guides being very proud of you. So they may be some of those giving compliments behind your back. The next card out was the Two of Water, or the Two of Cups. The compliments people are giving you behind your back. Hey, please, Buggy, get lost. It's your very like, okay, so I've got a few different things coming from this card. I see your compliments coming from others behind your back, including like your love life, your ability to find balance in your love life and in your day-to-day routines, your endeavors, your personal endeavors, as well as like balancing your romantic connections, as well as your friendship connections. I do see family, friends, people that you're connecting with, feeling this balance that you're offering to them. I see a lot of balance. There's a lot of twos and like synchronicities and mirroring. So I do see this like overarching theme of compliments being surrounding your balance, surrounding the way that you've learned how to balance your different realms of life. I see even maybe your partners, your connections, your friends, your family being the ones complimenting you on their connection that they feel with you. I see this like also this fiery energy that you are having. I see people that you're like connecting to romantically really loving that, because you do have that balance still within you of like softness and being able to be emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, grounded, and also being able to speak up when you need to and speak your mind and be frank and blunt with the people that you're with without just like saying things to hurt people. I don't see you doing that at all. I see you speaking your mind when you need be, and being upfront about what you need, but also doing so in a way that doesn't just like hurt the people that you're with. And you can't always control how people react to setting boundaries or speaking your mind, but I can see that you're not maliciously going out of your way to hurt people, and everybody makes mistakes, so we aren't going to all be perfect all the time in the ways that we communicate our needs, but the fact is that you're learning and growing, and people can sense that, they can feel that. And you're really implementing these lessons very well. I also see with this, this is the Knight of Pentacles, or the Velocity of Earth in this tarot deck, the Rosebud Tarot. People have a lot of fun with you. I see you being like a joy to be around, very playful, excitable, excited, willing to adventure, try new things, to go against the grain a little bit, do things that aren't always your norm. I see people wanting to go out with you, wanting to have fun with you, play games, enjoy the world the way that you do. I think people get very inspired by the amount of play that you have. And there's this energy of like childlike joy in this card as well. And a sense of stability and groundedness with the pentacles. There's like this balance here too of maybe this is going to, the name or the word of this reading is going to be balance, I think. We've got your ability to focus on your goals, on your gains, on your on your bag, on your financial world, but also doing so in a playful and uplifted manner, not always taking yourself too seriously. It's this like Capricornian energy where as Capricorns age and gain the wisdom of life and how to like play by the rules, once they've learned those rules, they're able to then play with life and maneuver through the world in ways that feel more comfortable for them because they've learned the lessons. Now they are able to bend those lessons, bend those rules a little bit so that in like healthy ways. Aging like fine wine is coming to mind. This, as you get older and you've learned lessons, so many lessons, you're now able to be more playful and feel that wonderful childlike energy and move from that space. You're really connecting to your inner child and and playing with life again, not taking everything too seriously. And then the card coming out to crown this reading is the Four of Cups. So I think a huge compliment coming through here is you have learned how and are learning how to see what's right in front of you, see what you've gained for yourself, see all the things that you've accomplished and really enjoy those things and connect more with what's in front of you that you've been able to grow for yourself and being proud of that. Not getting too focused always on the goals ahead, but being able to see, hey, what have I already got right in front of me that I've worked so hard to attain, and how do I celebrate that more for myself? How do I learn how to celebrate my accomplishments and my achievements so that I have even more energy to move forward into these new goals that I'm setting for myself, that have been set for myself, that I have set for myself, and not always just like jumping ahead to the next thing. And of course being ready when the next thing is here, because I think that gratitude for what you've already had is opening so many doors for what's next to come. So sitting in that gratitude and looking at and reflecting on what you have and what you have already gained and have already accomplished leads you into that state of, and then what's next, because you have more energy, because you've given yourself time to rest and reflect and enjoy what you've made, and your body really does respond well when you give it that space and that time. I think you'll find that when you give yourself that space and that time to reflect, you are going to be so much more energized going into the next phase of like your new goals that you've set for yourself and your new journey. All of this being crowned, of course, by the card that you chose, the Strength card. And this strength, just like in the traditional Rider-Waite, there's that like infinity symbol there. Infinity. Just like the spiral of life, there's also the mirroring in the infinity symbol itself, that like figure 8. And then there's the mirroring of the lions, and we're in Leo season right now. Strength is often associated with Leo. So it's really beautiful that you all chose this card during the time when I'm filming this. Of course, it's a timeless reading, so whenever you find it, it'll be relevant. But when I think of Leo energy, I do think about the sun itself, the ruling planet of Leo. I think about that joy, that playful, childlike energy. I think about what is the energy of the lion. The lion is king of the jungle. The lion has, evolved gradually over, how many thousands of millions of years to get to the top of the food chain. So deeply ingrained in that DNA is this feeling of regality, of loyalty, of royalty is what I was trying to say, but loyalty I suppose as well. A laid back energy, a, really calm place of rulership, because they know that they have earned that right to be the king of the jungle, or the king of the Sahara is maybe what I should say. So I think there are compliments going around right now that you have really stepped into a leadership position, whether that's in your career or just in your life in general, and you've really grown into this place of comfortable leadership and ruling from a place of relaxed knowing and deep wisdom and curiosity and childlike wonder. And it's so beautiful. Wow, y'all are amazing. I'm so happy I was able to do this reading. Thank y'all so much. Sending y'all lots of love, and I'm so glad I got to do this reading. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Alright, hello group 2. If you chose the 8 of Swords or 8 of Air in the Rosebud Tarot, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to set your card right there. This reading is on, obviously, what compliments do you get behind your back. So we're going to jump right into it. Beautiful. Woof. Whoa, that's beautiful energy. Powerful. Powerful. Okay. So, the first card that came out is the 7 of Fire, or the 7 of Wands. This card to me right now is feeling a lot like this. So this kind of like regal energy of like standing tall, standing firm in who you are, and, being able to defend yourself from a very like stable, grounded place where you know who you are and you're not trying to convince people of who you are, because you know so strongly in yourself who you are, and thus you're able to really defend yourself from a very graceful, calm, and secure space. I see people really complimenting that grounded energy that you have, that strong, elegant, regal, sorry, I hope I didn't hit the mic, strong, elegant, regal position that you hold, even in moments of conflict. Even when you're faced with confrontation, you're able to hold yourself firm and tall and stand in a space of like, this is what's happening, this is what happened to me, blah blah blah, this is my perspective. I can also like hold space for other people's perspectives and still hold myself highly, and I can hold myself responsible for my own actions, and I can also still be proud of myself for who I am and the lessons that I've learned, and my ability to be strong and stable and emotionally intelligent enough to not lash out, but to respond as opposed to react. So I see that compliment being like, you've learned how to be less reactive in moments of conflict. You've learned how to center, how to ground yourself, how to stand tall. There's that deep level of self-love that I feel in this card as well, of just all the work that you've done to feel like this card. I don't know if you can see that very well, but she's just got this very beautiful, very calm look of grace and elegance and strength. I feel a very deeply strong self-love emitting from this card, especially with the halo around her head and the horse in the background. Horses often symbolizing like the body, so maybe you've worked a lot on like gaining body confidence and your self-love journey being integral to some of these compliments that you're getting behind your back. Even when people maybe have seen you go through conflicts with others, or like seen people try to like throw swords at you, I still feel you standing very tall, elegantly, composedly, poker face, no reaction, because they don't deserve it. Because they're throwing swords at somebody who is not deserving of those swords. And you know that when people do that, when people throw shade, throw negative energy, throw badness towards good people, the universe will take care of those bad people, those bad energies that people are trying to throw at you. Whatever jealous energy, whatever anybody's going through to make them throw that kind of negative energy at you, the universe will take care of them. And you know that. That's why you stand so strong and firm in who you are and composedly, because you know that not only will the universe protect you from these swords, these daggers coming at your way, but the universe will also take care of those people. Because you know how to like stand up for yourself, so you're no longer afraid of that. You're no longer feeling like you have to always, defend yourself. Sometimes the best response is no response. Wow. And of course, I did say strength, and when I was shuffling, I heard pile 1, so you might want to check out pile 1 if you at all felt drawn to it. Of course, you don't have to. That was just a side note. So the King of Swords is coming out next in conjunction with that 7 of Fire. So that is the truth speaker. The King of Swords knows when to wield that sword of truth and knows when to lay that sword to rest, when to let that sword rest, and when to wield it, and how to wield it. Because you don't always have to slash willy-nilly and, aggressively all the time. Whenever the truth needs to be spoken, the King of Swords knows that this is an external mastery of the intellect, so they know how to, so these are the compliments that you're getting. You know how to speak the truth to a wide variety of different people, and you recognize that the way in which the truth is spoken matters depending on who you're speaking that truth to, because not everybody understands every kind of language, every kind of English, if that makes sense. Or not everybody's ready for every kind of way that something is being said. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope this is making sense, but you have really come to master, or you're learning how to master the ability to speak to different individuals in the way that they can most thoroughly and deeply understand. You know when to speak some truths and when to not always speak certain things that don't necessarily need to be said in that moment. You've both mastered internally this intellect, and you've had the external mastery. So because you've been learning how to speak to yourself with that self-love, that self-care, you also are able to, sorry, I'm just getting a call. I don't know who it is, so we'll let that ring. So you, because of the self-care that you've worked on in yourself and your awareness of how you speak to yourself, playing a role in your overall mindset, your overall well-being, you've learned that how to speak to yourself, and now you know what kind of speech you will accept from others and what you won't, as well as how to speak to others and how not to. And that's very powerful, very deep understanding of truth and intellect and communication. Mercurial energy. So the next card out is going to be, is the Three of Air or the Three of Swords. This is, for me, a very beautiful card of bravery and strength in difficult discussions, and an ability to deeply dive into discussions with individuals, and a willingness there to be brave throughout those experiences, and that leading to a deep transformation, because we've got both alchemy out next, and then crowning the whole reading, we've got the Death card, which is the card of transformation. That's so beautiful. So your willingness to have deep discussions and communicate openly, and learn how to better communicate, and learn different ways of communicating your truth, as well as your willingness to grow and evolve, and what self-care really can allow in that deep evolution. We've got alchemy coming out right after that. So alchemy is such a beautiful, alchemy, or in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, alchemy is the Temperance card. So we've got this balance here with the Temperance, with alchemy, of allowing things to shift and evolve in life, and not clinging so tightly to what we know, but allowing for that change and evolution to exist in life, knowing that you've got your spirit guides here protecting you, your ancestors, angels, spirit, whatever, whoever is watching over you, they're next to you every single step of the way. And there's this deep trust even within creation, within transformation, within next steps, within work, like making food, drinking water, your affirmations, whatever it is you do throughout the day, is this overarching sense of, okay, spirit has me, like my ancestors have me. There's this faith there of knowing that even before you knew how to call on your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, source energy, it was still there with you the whole time. They were still there with you the whole time. So now you're consciously wielding this beautiful power of calling forth this divine protection, and this protection that you have is even stronger than it was before you knew how to call on them. So there's this even deeper sense of strength and protection within you. And that allows you to deeply evolve. These are all compliments. I think your spirit guides are also the ones complimenting you. So we've got the Death card coming out. Never fear the Death card. That's just a card of transformation, deep-rooted, really beautiful. I feel this golden transformation. An understanding that life and death are commingled with each other. I just sense this really deep growing of understanding and knowledge that you have within yourself, that people are complimenting, this well of knowledge that runs even deeper than I think anyone can fully understand. It's that connection to spirit. I think people are really complimenting you on your connection to spirit, your connection to the other realm, to your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, to divine wisdom. Your connection to spirit is being complimented behind your back. People can sense that deep protection that you have, the the faith that you have in your transformations, and the, different, maybe if you do any spiritual practices and people can see them, I think that they might be complimenting those, like whether you give offerings to your ancestors, or you're, in the full moon, writing down manifestations, anywhere, anything that anybody would be able to see of your spirituality. I think people are complimenting that, or maybe they can just feel it even, and I think that's huge for people. Even if they don't see you doing it, people do feel your spiritual protection, and they're really impressed by that. It's like this shield of protection that surrounds you. This actually is all crowned by the Eight of Air. So I think another compliment that people are giving you is this ability to get yourself out of complex situations really calmly and with a lot of strength. And there's also like Eight of Airs sometimes can be understood as like a blockage within your own mind, of like your own mind kind of getting in the way of yourself, if that makes sense, like a almost imprisonment within the mind. And I think the compliments that you're getting involve your ability to get yourself out of your mind and to not let yourself be trapped in your own thought patterns because of the self-love, this deep journey that you've been on, this healing. There's this like golden glow around the head. I think that's that protection. There's another glow around the head, another glow around the head. There's like the moon. The moon is like lighting up around the heads of these people. And I really think that that is, the moon is a luminary. So I think there's this illumination happening within your mind that people are really complimenting, this willingness to see your mind afresh and gain new perspective and not let yourself be trapped in your own negative thought patterns, but breaking free from that and moving forward with really a lot of faith, this really grounded, rooted understanding of who you are, a deep love for yourself, and the tools that you're utilizing to move forward for yourself. These are all huge compliments people are giving you, and I think your spirit guides are also giving you these compliments too, because they can see every step of the way. They've been with you every step of the way. They understand how far you've come to accomplish what you've accomplished, and they're just really, really proud of you. Really amazing, amazing energy here. Light, beautiful. I just got chills. It's very light energy, powerful. I can feel you tapping into this. It's amazing. So I'm really proud of you. I know your spirit guides are, the people around you are. So just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing incredible work. And I love you so much. I hope y'all are doing well today. I can't wait to see y'all in the next video. And if you felt called to any other piles, feel free to go check them out. And I'll see you soon. Bye. All right. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your pile. This is a card that you all chose. It's 6 of Swords, or 6 of Air. Perfect. So I'm going to put your card right there. And this reading is going to be, what compliments are you receiving behind your back? So we're going to get right into it. Oh, wow. Of course, that's beautiful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Lovely, 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 lovely energies right here. This is nice. So, I'm gonna get right into it. The first card that came out is the Seeker, or the Hermit, in the traditional Rider-Waite. So I'm using the Rosebud Tarot deck in case you're curious. The Seeker, this card is so beautiful. I love this energy. The Hermit, this card really represents right now to me a beautiful, calm, willingness to dive deeper into studies, into the internal world, into creation, into deepening their understanding of the world around them through their own internal world, but also outside of it. So like seeking both within and without, inside and outside. There's such a wonderful, calm, peaceful, it's like that moment at the end of the evening when the sun goes just below the horizon and the whole sky is still pink and purple, and it's like this whether it's before the sun has risen or right after the sun has gone down, there's just this stillness in the earth, stillness throughout the air. I want to say it's almost like the earth that's holding its breath, but it's like it's the release, it's the sigh. It's not the holding or the inward breath, it's that release. There's so much in that release, there's so much that is released in that outward expression of air, that expulsion of air. It is, I think there's a lot of studies done actually on the different ways that the body releases in that act of the deep breath. And that's what I feel in this card. So I think this compliments you're receiving from this card is this ability that you have to go within, to be alone, to be in the hermit space, to dive deeper into yourself, the world around you, your studies, the people in your life. Even if, because the hermit or the seeker doesn't necessarily have to be in solitude or solitary to do the work that they're doing. It just is a willingness to go deep and see things deeper and explore things deeper than you had before. So there's that really beautiful energy that people are complimenting that you have. If you're doing any sort of studies, or if you're learning new things, if people at your job or at your school or wherever you are, people around you are really noticing your ability to learn and grow and evolve, and there's that deep inspiration that comes from that too. People think that you're just glowing right now, whether it's from you working out, you changing certain habits that make you feel better, to you just stepping into your power and you being very firm in who you are. But people just see you glowing from this. Maybe if you got some new crystals, people are complimenting these that you have. Maybe if you got something, a new accessory of some kind, people have been complimenting that. But more than anything, it's this deep internal world, a well of knowledge that people are complimenting within you, and they're just like inspiration from seeing you dive deeper into these different loves, these different passions. We also have the Balance card coming out. So this is Justice in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. Balance is, I immediately thought of Libra when I saw this card. And Venus, of course, the Fields of Roses. This card really understands how to give and take, how to flow, ebb and flow with the world around them. I think this is a compliment coming your way too, is people see that you are more flowy, more easygoing, more willing to move with the world around you. And knowing when to cut and when to grow, when to dive deeper into helping something grow bigger, and when to just say, no, that's got to go. That 11 also standing out. So maybe you've been seeing 11:11 a lot. maybe you've been seeing a lot of like angel numbers, but people can almost sense synchronicity with you, I think. People might be able to feel something very magical with you, something very just like energizing about your energy, your spirit right now. And I think when you know how to prune, when you know how to cut things out of your life that no longer serve you, and when to nurture what's in front of you, there's more that can be held within you. More knowledge, more love, more abundance of any kind. And then, of course, the card, one of the most abundant cards in the deck, we've got the King of Pentacles, or the sovereignty of Earth, in the Rosebud Tarot. So this card is feeling so stable. I think the compliments you're receiving behind your back include your stability and how people are viewing the stability, the external mastery of the material world, the external mastery of the stability within your life. You have gained so much of the stability for yourself, and people see you just gaining more and more, and they can feel this abundant, prosperous energy. The prosperity is like oozing off of you. People are complimenting your home, your dress, your light, your smile, your joy is just radiating off of you. We've got also this like pot full of flowers, and I see that to be just like the things that you're growing, the things that you're manifesting are coming into fruition now. Like these things that you've been working on for so long are coming into fruition, and you're now starting to reap the rewards, and people can see this, and they're really complimenting your ability to be patient throughout it all, and to wait for those manifestations to come in while also doing the work that needs to be done to bring forth those into your reality. We also have, coming out after the King of Pentacles, the Velocity of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite. So with Knights, there's a lot of energy surrounding like the body, the physical form, movement, expression, especially with the Wands, fiery, passionate expression, energized, inspired action. Inspired action is what I'm hearing. Inspired action. People are very highly complimenting this inspired action that you have. Your ability to see what you have in front of you and create beauty with it. My dog's outside with me. Your ability to really just like see your skills, see what life has handed to you, and run with it. To take that spark and go and jump into the new creations. Hi, baby. The new creations. Hi, cutie. Good boy. Good boy. Here, I'll move this for you. To see what you've been offered and to make the most out of those offers, and to take care of your physical body. I'm seeing that really strongly with this card. I'm seeing people really like complimenting the internal work you've done, what you've been putting into your body, the tools that you've been utilizing really at your disposal to create this world around you that's so beautiful and so prosperous and so, deep and evolving. I think there's like this understanding that this isn't your final form. You're going to be creating new things for yourself, deepening what you've already created, and manifesting even more for yourself in this life. And people can really sense that, they feel that, and they're really complimenting you on that. and how far you've already come and all the things that you've already manifested for yourself. I see a lot of people complimenting. There's another like card on like, I just like am also drawn to this guy's like shirt, I think, and his accessories. I think you're getting a lot of compliments for the way you've been dressing, if you've been more self-expressive. People are really loving however you're dressing your body and expressing yourself in that way. Your style, your evolution of style. So yeah, there's a lot of beauty there. The 2 cards, so you got 2 cards crowning your reading. I let it happen. I'm not gonna stop that. So we got the 9 of Swords coming out first, and then the 10 of Cups. So 9 of air in this deck, and then the 10 of water. And the first card that came out, we'll talk about first. So that was the 9 of air, 9 of Swords. This is a card of, so okay, let's start off with the 9s being a very potent, powerful energy. Some people would say that it's the most potent energy in the tarot. So basically 9's the most potent, and then 10 is that release. And with air, that's swords, that's the intellect, that's the mind, that's truth, that's clarity, that is the mind. And sometimes with the 9 of air, there's this quality of anxiety, of, staying up at night kind of with worries. And I think the compliments here, because the 10 of Cups came out so incredibly quickly after the 9 of Swords, is your ability to pull yourself out of that space of fear, anxiety, not knowing how to, or where you're going next, that unknown energy, and being able to look towards the positive and see all the things that you're manifesting, and really like living in that space of like, everything that I desire, I deserve to have, and what I desire is also desiring me. So being able to there's compliments surrounding being able to pull yourself out of an anxious state of mind into this beautiful, overabundant, like flowing, lovely energy of the 10 of Cups that some people feel is like happily ever after. You're able to hold space for both of these existence in your life, not like shunning your fears, but utilizing your fears to bring you to this 10 of Cups energy, this fulfillment, this emotional fulfillment, this just like loving energy, this deeply loving and compassionate energy. Seeing both as necessary to accomplish your dreams, because if you don't have feelings towards your dreams, if you're not like emotionally invested in some way in what you're wanting to accomplish in this lifetime, it won't have the same effect as like if you're, and once if you do accomplish what you were setting out to accomplish, but you didn't really care about that much, it's not going to have the same effect as if you accomplish a goal that you've dreamed of, that you've wanted for your whatever, however long you've been wanting it. If you're deeply emotionally invested in this thing and you accomplish it, it's going to lead to greater satisfaction in the end. And healing starts with going deep into what is unhealed. Where is the root of this unhealed, difficult, anxious energy coming from? And healing it from that from the root cause of whatever it is that's causing anxiety, going deeply into this space so that you can have even more of this energy when you come out. It's like the idea of going into the underworld so that you can gain these newfound perspectives and have the fruitfulness, because isn't like one of the original, like, I think it was Assyrian perhaps, or Sumerian, where Inanna went into the underworld. Sumerian for sure, with Inanna going into the underworld so that like she could gain these lessons. So there were like 7 steps of journey that she had to go through, and she was able to come out the other end with this new knowledge, this new lessons. So I think that that's what people are really complimenting you here, your willingness to go deep and learn those lessons so that you can have the fruits of your labor. You're not afraid of hard work because you know that it'll pay off in the end, and it does. And the 6 of Air is the card that you chose, so I'm going to quickly touch on that before my phone dies. 6 of Air is an energy of going within yourself and finding home within yourself. And people are really complimenting your ability to find home wherever you go, because you found home within yourself and you've gained a deep understanding. And it's literally, you're glowing from the inside out. It's another compliment people are giving you. Your mindset, the way that you're able to think, your beautiful mind is emitting wonderful thoughts, and that is just shining outside of you. That is shining from the inside out, and it is just creating you so much beauty for you. And it's like the intellectual side of you that people are really complimenting you on as well. And your willingness to like connect also with the earth around you. I think people love that about you. You're intelligent and you're spiritual. You're connected to the earth, and you're a really kind and grounded, loving person. And that's beautiful. Wow. I am like blown away by this reading. I just want to say thank you so much for letting me read your energy. This is stunning. I'm just so grateful. And I'm sending you so much love, so much good energy. I can't wait to see y'all in the next reading. And I hope y'all are well. Okay. Bye.